soon she'll be like 23 and fully jacked and just running around with a bunch of dingoes
Stealing babies.
Because now they've got a human at the start at the head of the pack.
Yeah, once a dingo human gets a taste for human babies, you got to put them down.
Yeah, no, you got to kill them at once.
Right.
Just a small town country boy. That's a lie. One time, my first girlfriend, she had a mole right near her. Woo! And she was really hot. And I was new to woo, so the mole did throw me off. But I still prevailed. But her dad had a farm. And I went to that farm. And I saw cows. Because I'm from the bush, not from the farm. But I'm a city bush guy because I go back to the big smoke and hang out in suburbia. And then I go to the bush and try to act like Mick Dundee. But I don't live in the bush, so it's all bullshit, if you want to get real. But in a farm, it's extra bullshit because it's not even bush at all. It's just like zoo shit. It's like a zoo vibe. You know, you get your cow, you milk and whatever, and fucking... You don't like the pig or you do like the pig. In the end, you kill the pig. But it's not like he's coming right for you. He's never coming right for you. I don't know. I don't know. And that's where I saw the world's biggest spider in my entire life, still to this day. Greatest size spider I've ever seen documented. It looked like a crab. This guy is carrying a sleeping bag, and it was holding onto the back of the sleeping bag. And it was like, I shit you not. It looked like it was holding the whole sleeping bag. And I go, look out! There's a fucking spider. And the dude throws the sleeping bag. And then this spider runs off through the grass into the fucking woods. I shit you not. I saw it go all the way into the woods.
Sounds like it was the size of a face hugger.
It was a fucking crab, dude. It was like a black crab. And I was like, that's not even real. But also so big that not even a thing that I wanted to follow in any way where it might be like, oh, what? Do you want some? I didn't even want to get close to triggering this thing. It was lethal.
Now, you've mentioned this gal's mole in the past, and I've been kind of curious. Are we talking like a Lemmy mole or like a Marilyn Monroe mole?
No, like a Lemmy one. But you got your stuff, and then you got your legs, and it's like there's right in the bit where your legs are attached to your vagina, and then you go a little into the start of the leg. It was on the start of the leg.
Okay.
So it was in probably about an inch or two away from the actual thing.
Gotcha.
But pretty hard not to notice when you were down there.
Yeah, I mean, when you're down there taking care of business and you catch that in your peripherals, are you ever like tempted to turn and give it a quick smooch?
Hell no. When I was young, I was scared of moles.
Yeah.
I mean,
they can frighten a young man.
I don't
know
think
if they're contagious or not.
I wouldn't say I'm scared of moles now, but I am hesitant. It's kind of like security guards.
Yeah.
I don't want to bash all of them, but I am thinking about it. I mean, you guys are fucked.
That's your first tour of duty. You're just in there just trying to stay alive.
That too. Yeah, if you want, we're talking like one of the first vaginas I've ever seen in my life. And then you got, Lemmy's mole hanging off the side over here. It's a bit of a maze. You got to go in the right way. You don't want to get bumped by it. I don't know what's on that thing. Don't even know what it is yet.
You mentioned spiders. Over in Egypt a couple weeks ago, there was a lot of rain. There were storms, and it brought a wave of scorpions
Yeah.
into a small town.
I've eaten scorpions on toast.
Hundreds injured, 3 dead.
Yeah.
After
From multiple scorpion bites?
Hordes of venomous scorpions.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, we're talking specifically about the Egyptian fat tail.
That's my favorite.
You know why the tail's so fat?
Because it's full of venom.
That's right. Because its ass is full of death.
Yeah. And it injects your stupid ass with all of it. How many do you think when it came in, was it like a sea and you were people were completely covered in scorpions?
I don't know that it was,
Was the ground moving?
You couldn't step anywhere without stepping on them. But I do know that they told everyone to stay inside their homes.
Yeah.
Because the town went into lockdown because of scorpions. And also they diverted doctors from other towns to come into that town because of all of the triage that was
What would
needed.
you rather live in? Hurricanes or scorpions?
Right.
Like you're in your house and it's like,
No, I
meh,
understand.
meh, alarm. Hey, everybody, stay in your homes.
Mhm.
It's a hurricane. Or, hey, everybody, it's a swarm of scorpions.
Like,
People will die.
I feel like I need to make a mistake where the scorpions are concerned. If I stand on my couch and get bug spray in one hand and a baseball bat in the other, like you're gonna need to have like a 4-foot wall of scorpions to actually take me down. If I'm right where the hurricane is ripping roofs off of things, I don't stand a chance. I can fight a scorpion. I can't fight a scorpion.
If you have a
hurricane.
basement, you can fight a hurricane, right? That's what people survive in there all the time. Or when you go in the basement, do people still die?
I wouldn't be too concerned about that. I mean, even like the really, really bad one they just had in New Orleans, like the vast majority of people were fine. And the vast majority of people who weren't fine had like a hole in their roof. I don't mean to downplay the risk to, obviously some people were adversely affected by it, but the vast majority of people just like watch TV until the TV goes out and then just eat some cans of beans until the power comes back, right?
That's what I thought. Oh, I thought people that lived in hurricane territory had a fucking hurricane meat cellar for them to hide in.
Well, most of them, I know a number of people who live in New Orleans, they just left town.
Oh.
And then they came back and saw how fucked up their house was.
Oh. But doesn't sometimes it comes and the weather guy fucked up?
I think they usually have advance warning on.
Oh, yeah.
I think sometimes they might be surprised by how bad it is. But I think for the most part,
everybody gets told.
Yeah. And for the most part, they'll say, here's the worst case scenario. So there's a 10% chance it could be so bad that you could die. So everybody leaves town and then they go, oh, fuck. It just rained. We didn't even need to leave.
Man,
no, I think they typically know. Meteorologists deserve a little bit of credit. The rest of scientists are full of shit. I've been on the record with that. But meteorologists actually have got their act together.
I'm against all of them.
Because when we were
against
kids,
everybody. Yeah. I don't want anyone to tell me what to do, Michael. Even if you claim that you've got a better education, what about my soul? My soul might understand more than what your brain understands. You just got to listen to it.
There's only one book that I've ever needed for guidance.
Ooh, nice New Balances, bruh.
Oh, you like those?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, for New Balance, that's like
for New Balances, they're pretty good, right? Yeah. This might be their finest work ever.
You still rocking skate shoes, Kevin?
I am, yeah.
Why don't you skate?
Much to my girlfriend's chagrin.
What's a chagrin?
She doesn't like it.
Oh, wait, but you're standing up for yourself on that one.
Well, so I have loved this color scheme for skate shoes. The chocolate and
but you
peanut
don't
butter.
skate. It's a bit weird.
I don't, but they're so comfy, and
You've got to skate a couple times.
I've been wearing this same color scheme.
Can you bring one in your trunk, and then when you get out of the car to go on this show, you skate?
I don't have a skateboard anymore.
I got. You want one?
Sure.
I'll give you a fucking board.
Thanks,
it's
man.
designed to carve up a storm. It's got looser trucks and it turns real good. It's like a cool. I use it on the boardwalk. It's fucking cool.
All right,
you would have fun on it.
Yeah, but this has been my jam for the past 20 years.
It's bad for your hips and knees.
Skate shoes are?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck me. Everything's bad.
Well, it's okay. It's not bad.
Ugh.
Like it's if you wore high heels every day, that'd be worse.
Oh, yeah.
But I feel like those shoes, the jogger shoes, I know that some people don't like them and they go in and out on popularity, but
Yeah.
sometimes I've got them on and people go, yeah. And sometimes I've got them on and people go, fucking old man. And I'm like, either one, I give a fuck. I know this is the biggest tell for me. If I go shopping with Katie and she wants to like walk Melrose or something,
Yeah.
if I walk Melrose in a pair of Vans, I'm pretty fucking bummed out in about 20 minutes because my shit is broke, dude.
I know.
And if I have those spongy shoes,
Right.
spongy running shoes, I got hours on it. It's
That's
just,
right.
I can feel it. It's different.
At this point in my life, I didn't realize this until you just said that. 99% of the time I'm wearing shoes for comfort and support. Anytime I'm wearing something that's not just old man support shoes, it's the me equivalent of putting on high heels. Like every now and again, I'm like, I'm going somewhere where I actually care about what I look like. I'm going to put on not Skechers.
See, I learned it when I was a skateboarder, there was a time to shut it off. You know, like does a boxer wear fucking boxing shorts to the bar? You know, like
Manny
I
Pacquiao,
skate.
maybe.
Yeah, good point. No, that commercial will never go away. That's right. He gambles with his
gloves on.
with his jersey on, and dances with all the ladies.
Yeah.
He's a big flirt when he's fighting.
Most people can't crack open lobsters in boxing gloves.
And of course, Indian reservations. That's his favorite place to party.
Why go all the way to Vegas?
No,
It's a
when you can
perfectly
go
good
to fucking
casino down by the
fucking-
airport.
He loves that place. I don't think it's open anymore, but he loved it. Yeah.
Well, or at least he owed them a lot of money.
Not a single other person in the club, just him and like several other ladies that look like they might have been related to him, like a sister or something. I don't know.
A sweaty Pac-Man and 5 Filipino prostitutes.
Sweaty fact, man. That sold tickets.
My girlfriend actually took me to shop for shoes. Yeah.
What shoe? Let us guess. Wait. Let us guess
Mm-hmm.
what shoes she wants him to wear.
You told us this.
Ah.
You went and did the Pretty Woman 1980s dance for her, trying on a bunch of clothes, and she decided that your dirtbag thing
Yeah,
is the
but
only
that's
thing
not
that works.
shoes, though.
Yeah, this was a separate occasion.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
Okay.
another effort
Pretty
to
Woman
change it.
attempt.
Yeah.
And she likes those I don't even know what they kind of look like fucking dress shoes, or they almost look like cowboy shoes.
What? Dude,
It's so far out of my league, I don't even know how to
Dude,
describe them.
fucking type
but-
it.
All right, I'll try and find pictures of what I'm describing, but
Wait,
we
she
went
wanted
to-
you to wear dress shoes?
they're kind of like dress shoes. I don't know.
They're
Ever
kind of, are
since-
they kind of like sneaker dress shoes? Or are they kind of like just dress shoes?
Are they loafers, but they have that more like felty texture
Did it have
instead
the-
of the shiny one?
Does it have the lip around the side, like a little bit of a boating shoe?
It has.
Did it have a heel?
They look fuzzy,
Fuzzy.
like peach fuzz,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They kind of have like a velvety texture.
a little bit. Yeah.
I don't know what they're called. You people wear these.
Slippers? What you
No.
fucking you people? What do I do? You
no,
people.
you know these people. I'm saying people wear these.
Oh.
You'll know these when you see them.
I thought you were saying us two know this shoe.
No, there's what's the Katie? Do you
Like,
know?
I don't have fluffy
because
shoes.
there's for dudes like loafer kind of shoes. There's either like a sheeny, leathery kind of finish, or there's this stuff.
Like a suede.
yeah, more of
Yeah.
a suede. Thank you. Yeah.
Liquid Death. I love talking about Liquid Death. I love drinking Liquid Death. I love hanging out with the Liquid Death people. They got great ideas. They recycle, and there's no more plastic involved in my water drinking life. And if you're drinking one in a car, police think you're drinking a beer. But guess what, copper? It's bubble water.
You'll never take me alive.
That's right. You'll never get me with these bubble waters. The white one is flat water, normal water, and the black one is bubbles. And it is fun, good water, good clean water. If you look at the testing on what's in the water, better water than a lot of other brands that I won't mention. Just saying.
Straight from the Alps, and the Alps are better than wherever your dumb water is coming from.
Yes.
And it's a cool can. We all love water. We all love bubbly water. You know what I don't like? Looking like an absolute douche to try
Yeah.
to drink some.
Yeah.
Thank you, Liquid Death. Just the other day, I had a handyman in my house, and I gave him one of these, and he was like, sir, it's 10 o'clock in the morning. I
Yeah.
will not be drinking beer.
So cool.
Liquid Death strikes again.
It's water and I'm for the environment. You don't even know me. I fooled you again, bamboozled.
Get free shipping on all water and merch at liquiddeath.com/Ellis. That's liquiddeath.com/Ellis, or just grab some at Whole Foods, Sprouts, and 7-Eleven. We are talking to you once again today about Upstart.
Yeah.
What is the beginning of 2022 going to look like for you? It's the holiday season. We're all digging deep. We're buying all the things we want to buy for the people we love and the people we don't love that we still need to buy a bunch of stuff for. Are you going to put it on a credit card? Are you already dreading before Christmas or Hanukkah or whatever the money you're going to have to pay off on that credit card in 2022? Why not end this ludicrous cycle? If you're carrying a credit balance month after month, it feels like you're in a never-ending cycle of debt with no end in sight. Upstart is the fast and easy way to pay off your debt with a personal loan, all online.
Find out how Upstart can lower your monthly payments today when you go to upstart.com/Ellis. That's upstart.com/Ellis. Don't forget to use the URL to let them know we sent you. Loan amount will be determined based on your credit income and certain other information provided in your loan application. Upstart.com/Ellis.
Yeah, so we tried stuff that kind of look like these. They're almost like cowboy boots, but they were a little shorter than that.
Yeah.
And we did try stuff that did look a little booty.
She wants you in the hipster fuckboy
Yes.
boots.
Yep.
I know exactly the boot.
Yep.
Well, I tried them on. We went to a store and tried them on. And the chick that was assisting us was like, ooh, these look good. And then when she walked away, I looked at my girlfriend and she just locked eyes with me. I was like,
Wait, I'm sorry. I didn't.
On
I
all
was
of them.
laughing at Katie calling
Oh.
you a fuck boy. Wait, the boots she recommended and you liked, she ended up not liking.
I didn't like them. I was just like, look,
But she didn't like the boots she picked for you.
yes. She
And then-
had all this stuff in mind. And when I tried them all on and she saw them on me, she was like, nope, skate shoes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because you.
Yeah.
I feel like I think I did this in like 2008 or something. I don't know. Where I was like, yeah, man, you should be wearing this or wearing that, and enough with the death metal shirt. And then I was like, oh, no. It's like one of those millionaire guys who's like a total loser, and then they get like a fashion designer or whatever, and
Yeah.
all of a sudden they've got like expensive clothes on and a better haircut. But in the end, it's like, I'll change, because I feel like certain people will like, yeah, I'll change and change even more and more and more, as long as I stay up with the trends and, you know, because I want to be in with the cool crew. You're happier being you. So you never got involved in it. I mean, in the end, it is unless you're like some New York fucking chick that just, that, you know, fashion is your life. Great.
Yeah.
What, but you're not. You like
No.
wearing whatever you like wearing. Comfortable, I feel.
And I've
Right.
tried, throughout the years, I've
I know.
tried.
I know.
I see the trends that are going on, what people are wearing. I'm like, all right, I'll give that a shot. And then I see pictures of myself, and I'm like, man, I look like a fucking doofus. And these like nice looking shoes here. These, what are they called again? Felty,
Suede.
suede.
hmm
These
Felty.
suede like shoes. When I put them on, she's just like, yeah, it just doesn't fucking look right on you. And people never believe me until I just show them the proof. I'm like, I've tried. It does. This is my default setting. I need skate shoes. I need regular ass jeans and like a nerdy or
Dude,
metal
wearing
type
those
shirt.
shoes, that's not who you are.
Of course not.
Like, that's insane. That's a fucking douche shoe, dude. I'm sorry, people that have that. No, you know what? I'm not. The fuck are you wearing that for? Have a fucking brain. Like, yeah, okay, if everybody else is. Like, come on, man. What are they good for? Restaurant, meet somebody's fucking mother-in-law? Like, get the fuck out of here. Be you. Nobody wants to be that shoe.
So what are my options outside of this? New Balance?
No, what the fuck? No, you're a younger guy. You don't have any kids.
No.
New Balance is for dads. You need to fucking.
But
I
she
mean,
does
I
point
was-
out,
I'm
she's like,
only-
look, you're almost 40
Yeah.
and you're wearing skate shoes and
Yeah, well, you're not cool.
you know-
You're just a dude with just a dude shoes. But you are getting older. I wasn't even saying it for fashion. As I said, I'm pretty sure shoes that are good for walking in are not cool. It's more like that. You know,
Yeah.
it's more of a, you got to be way more into the fashion than the function. I'm just saying, like, for you, if you're walking around day to day, you'll thank me. Like you walk to the mall or something, you'll go, oh man, this feels like comfortable when I walk, as
Yeah.
opposed to it's almost barefoot, you know? Because that's the whole point of skate shoes. You want to feel your board. And you can feel your board with those.
But they're so comfy. I don't know what the other option
Have
is.
you tried the like Adidas, like a jogging shoe or a I wouldn't go as far as Asics, but they're like the best. They have the best. They always get the best write up for joggers and stuff. So I feel like every time I've ever bought a pair of those are the best for walking. They sort of fit your foot, and they have a lot of suspension in them, but they're a little bit more designed for holding the foot and not having any slip and nose, which means running longer without any soreness. So if you're just a day-to-day walking guy, they really hold up. I bought a pair when I first started walking again after knee surgery, and they were fucking hideous. But I bought the ones that won the best rated running shoe because I got to walk and I can barely walk, and I'll get these bad boys on, less compression, and I'll have more time to walk. That was my theory. And then when I could totally heal myself, I never wore them again because they were really bad. They were like orange and silver. They were a bad time.
Oh, those were awful.
Yeah.
My standard fashion advice for you is and always has been start with the filmmaker James Gunn and go from there. The guy who makes the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. Kevin actually invited him on the show back before he was such a big deal that he wouldn't come on our show. I'm looking at a picture of him on the red carpet right now, and he's got like a Zazzy pair of Vans. Like they're Vans and they have the little thing on the side, but you can tell by the off blue pattern, these are probably like $250 Vans he's wearing. You could do that.
Yeah, I mean James Gunn's got a style.
Yeah.
He looks cool in it. I might be able to pull that off.
I'm telling you, man.
I think my 2 cents here, Lacoste or Lacoste, I honestly don't know how to pronounce it.
Yeah.
The little alligator brand. They make some good men's shoes that are like kind of in between, you know?
Man, I hate when LA lives up to cliches. I get this Italian deli that I found that makes like a really good, solid, old school Italian sandwich. And then I followed them on Instagram, and they have a fucking brand of fashion co-branded with Lacoste.
They have a brand of what?
Like fucking hats and t-shirts. That's like, it's a fucking fusion of Uncle Polly's Italian sandwiches and Lacoste.
They fucking they got their logo put on that stuff.
Yeah,
That's
I didn't
way more expensive than getting it on a no-brand shirt from fucking Thailand.
Yeah, they did.
They went all out.
I didn't know my
He got a connection. That company might love that sandwich.
Yeah, I don't
know
know what it is.
Like that's a weird combo for Jim's sandwiches to have like signature gear through lacrosse.
I know.
You know, I noticed I bought a pair, right? The first time I ever got where I was like, I think I'm making a lot of money. And I went on a vacation and I bought a pair of shorts in the airport that were
Dolce & Gabbana.
Yeah.
Adidas.
Yeah, I bought Dolce & Gabbana shorts, and then when I got it, I was wearing them on vacation, and then I noticed the tag was Adidas. So they bought Adidas and put their logo on it and sold it for fucking 5 times as much. Sucker.
Speaking of guys getting older and not changing their style, I saw Danzig at the Japanese grocery store again.
Yes.
Wow.
Yep.
This is fucking big. I did not know that you were going to say that today. Holy shit.
I think that means winter is coming. I think he's like the hedgehog of the groundhog of
we all
Los
need
Angeles.
to know. What did he get? Come on.
Mainly sake. So I've seen people
Does
don't
sake
know.
make you fat?
Doesn't make you skinny.
So he's not.
Honestly, which makes you fatter, beer or sake?
Oh, beer. It's got to be beer.
It's got to be,
it depends.
right?
It depends on how much.
I mean, sake is just rice wine.
I was like, easy.
Got my
racist.
Yeah, but that makes it sugar water.
Yeah.
Of course. All alcohol is sugar, but I mean,
But beer's got. You think it's got more carbs?
it's gotta, right? Beer makes you fat as shit.
Well, nobody's saying that he doesn't also drink a bunch of beer. When you're at the Japanese grocery store,
You
you're
didn't
going to.
see him with any beer.
He was just holding
Hot dogs?
the little hand basket.
Did he have any hot dogs with him?
The only thing
Cookies?
that I saw him purchase, so it was like 9 a.m. on a Monday morning. There was almost no one else in the store. And
Yeah.
I'm there with my son, and Danzig walks past me. This is not the first time I've seen Glenn Danzig in this same Japanese grocery store. He fucking loves it. I've seen him in Japanese restaurants. Like, he's all about it. And I've seen him and like whatever his girlfriend is down on the floor like hunting through labels. He knows what he's looking for when it
Yeah.
comes to Japanese shit. All I saw was him. He took a while, at least like 5 minutes, going through all their sake selections, and he picked a couple of bottles. And then it was disappointing because he got in line as we were walking out, actually, because people are still doing the 6 feet of distancing thing. I cut in the gap in front of Danzig to go to the self-checkout, and there's only one aisle, one cashier open, and he's standing there, and a guy comes over and he goes, excuse me, sir. Like, the guy's no idea he's talking to, like, the fucking prince of punk metal Satanism.
Yeah.
He's like, I can help you over here. And I'm like, oh my God, Danzig's going to do self-checkout next to me.
And he did?
And he walked over next to me, but then the guy took him to some other cash register and rung him up. But man, if I had seen Glenn Danzig fucking scanning barcodes, that would have been the highlight of my life. It sucks too, because the day before I was wearing my new t-shirt, there's this tribute band. It's a tribute to the Misfits and the Smiths called the Misfits. And Glenn Danzig definitely has the air of a man who does not want to be said hi to, does not want to know that you're a big fan, just doesn't want you to fucking recognize him at all. But if I'm wearing a fucking shirt that's a combination Smiths Misfits shirt, I've got to show him, because it's going to make him so angry.
And you're into that.
Oh my God. When would you ever have a chance to be like, hey, look, it's your band, but it's also Morrissey?
Yeah.
And he still hasn't drank off yesterday's sake hangover because he's here getting
That's what I'm saying, man. I ain't fucking with that guy.
He kind of reminds me of like he's like a punk goth Steven Seagal.
Kinda.
What the fuck?
He kind of is. He's not as bad as Seagal.
What's
but
a
he kinda
funny,
is.
like, to me, because he's a funny guy because he's so one other thing. So what would be, like him bouncing on a trampoline with balloons?
Yeah.
Like, what is the funniest, coolest thing you could see Glenn do that he wouldn't really probably want to do?
Danzig with the stars.
Ooh.
Oh man.
What do you mean? How's that go?
He dances.
Oh, God damn, that's so harsh. Oh man, does he wear like lycra and shit with the frills?
Well,
and
what I
stuff?
find that they'll usually do, I've just seen clips, I've never watched the show, is the first episode, they'll do something that's very on brand with the person to introduce them to the audience that's just people like my mom. So if a guy's a retired baseball player, he'll literally be wearing baseball shit and like dancing on a fake diamond.
Yeah.
So you put Danzig on like this really Disney-fied Satanist and
Nice.
let him dance,
Yeah.
you know?
I wonder if he'd be any good at like grappling, or I feel like maybe because he's pretty Scottish, maybe he could like throw one of those poles or rock.
Oh, he could do a kilt.
The Highland Games.
The
like
big tree trunk.
He could do Matt Vincent.
Yeah.
This is Matt Vincent's clothing line, but Matt Vincent is the Highland guy, won like a bunch of years in a row.
He is the Highlander.
Yes.
Right.
He died a million times, but no one severed his head. So that's why he's still here and he can get these sweet t-shirts.
Yeah, he competes running around in kilts throwing logs.
Yeah. You're right. And he gets stronger every time he kills another immortal.
That's exactly right.
So that, sky's the limit for that guy.
Yeah, no, he's going to break his own records for sure.
But I would like to watch Danzig throw a boulder. I think he'd do okay at that. If it was weight classes, because he's not that heavy, or that grappling where those guys have the leather pants on and they put their hands down the back of their leather pants and finger him.
Nah.
You never
That's
seen
grappling.
that? Huh?
That's grappling.
Yeah. Do you see?
Sounds like gropling.
I've been home alone for 3 days as I shaved my eyebrows off. But on Grindr, a guy said, hey man, like you're super hot. I would like to, would you have an interest in me coming over doing some wrestling? And I was like, no, man, I don't want to wrestle. And then
You should have suggested pro wrestling.
and then he goes, what about grappling or maybe spa? And I'm like, spa?
Isn't it tempting to say yes, knowing that you actually have like the layout for that in your living room?
Yeah, but I didn't say it to him, but I thought, you can't knock out some random dude on Grindr. That's like assault. You
Well,
had him
take it
over at
easy
your
on him.
house.
Just pepper him a little bit.
Yeah, you got a paper trail. He
Like
agreed.
that. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, mate, Ellis, mate, talking about Manscaped. As a guy that is in a constant battle with hair, I know what is the greatest tools that you can use to defuzz yourself. And it's Christmas time, everybody. So why not while you're getting your butt clean, why not help somebody else with their furry crutch? and get them a Manscaped.
That's right. Ladies, if you're not sure how to tell the man in your life that you would like his package to be a little bit more trim, a little bit more fresh smelling, why not leave the Performance Package 4.0 underneath his Christmas tree?
It makes your Johnson look bigger, so I'm told.
Yeah.
Shading,
Shout out to your Johnson.
shading makeup can only get you so far.
I didn't want to say dick.
Oh, I understand. I actually have
A dick?
a date with my Manscaped when I get home.
Yeah, the 4.0 is even better.
Yeah.
I didn't think they could improve it, but son of a gun, they did, Michael.
That's right. And you can get 20% off plus free shipping at manscaped.com with code Ellis. Be the ballsiest gift giver this year with Manscaped. We're talking to you today about mizzen and main. Guys, if you think you don't know how to dress yourself, there's a pretty good chance you are right. If you think you know how to dress yourself, there's a pretty good chance you are wrong. Leave it to the experts at Mizzen and Main. I was blown away. I went to the website and they didn't even ask me like what colors or what fabric do I like. They just asked me some questions about myself. And I was like, we'll see about this. And then a couple days later, I open a package and I'm like, oh, there's a shirt that I would actually wear. How do they do it? How do they make it so comfortable? Mizzen and Main combines the comfort and flexibility of your favorite athletic wear with the fit and style of a custom dress shirt. Best of all, you know how annoying it is to go to the dry cleaner? You know how expensive dry cleaners have gotten?
I won't go.
Why is it like $8 to clean a shirt now? Well, with Mizzen and Main, you're not going to have to worry about that because their dress shirts are machine washable.
Worry proof.
That's right.
Whether you're updating your wardrobe to head back to the office or just looking for a new fall flannel, which is casual, we've got good news. Right now, if you go to mizzenandmain.com and use the promo code Ellis, you'll receive $35 off any regular price order of $125 or more. That's $35 off when you go to mizzenandmain.com and use the promo code Ellis.
You should challenge, you like do fencing. Challenge him to a sword fight.
Yeah, wait, but not a death one. Can't you kill somebody with a fencing sword?
If you try.
I don't know that you could, actually.
Oh, okay.
I really don't know that you could. You could knock somebody's eye out, which is why they wear those beekeeper masks.
Yeah, but they wear body armor too, Michael.
They do, but they bend so much when they touch.
Do they have like an extra thing, like a rubber thing on the end or something?
I think they do. I'm pretty sure they do.
To make sure that it cannot pierce you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a ball.
Right. I don't think there have
Okay.
been any accidental deaths in Olympic fencing.
Right.
Jousting would be a different story. Yeah.
But if I had 2 jousting poles, I would joust a gay guy for sure.
Right. Just go rent a couple of bird scooters. And
Yeah. I just
Joust.
feel like it's one of those things where when we gloved up, he'd be like, we're not really going to do that. Let me just blow you. And I'd be like, man,
Yeah. And now all of a sudden,
so lame.
now you're Manny Pacquiao again. Getting a blowjob at the
Okay.
boxing club.
All right, let's stop playing blackjack. Blow me.
Dump a bunch of chips
Yeah.
on his head.
Don't take the gloves off. No matter what. You got to eat chicken wings, keep the gloves on. You got to eat them with your gloves on. Yeah. I got to figure out. I want to be a makeup artist a little bit.
Didn't you just say that you're like the worst person ever at doing makeup?
Yeah.
Mm.
But that's why I want to be a makeup artist a little bit because I
Yeah.
believe even if you look, I'm
Yeah.
bad,
Mm.
but I'm bad because I've got 0 amounts of makeup artistry. If I did a lot and
Yeah.
practice a lot,
Mhm.
I'm sure you could get. It's kind of like when a girl first starts. I bet you it's not that great, and then
Yeah.
after years, she gets better.
You're a raw talent. You know, you could get paid to work on this. You could be one of the chicks who works at, Katie, what's the big makeup store?
Sephora.
Yeah, you could go get a job at Sephora and you could be one of the ladies that like, oh, do you want to try this? I'll apply it to you. And then
Oh, because I'm so good at applying makeup.
well, you're going to obviously need to get passably good at it, but I don't
Yeah.
think those chicks are especially good. I think they're just chicks.
They actually have to be certified estheticians to even work
Ah,
there.
fuck.
Well, that could
Oh my
be a
goodness.
news.
Start at Sears.
Do you think I could get certified, Katie?
If you went to school, sure.
How many years of school do I got to go?
I
to
don't know.
Go for?
I don't think it's more than like a year.
I piss a
Ah,
year of
come
school,
on.
and I go with mostly ladies, right?
Yep. Hermosa Upstairs Beauty Academy.
Lunch
in a
is-
strip mall.
Lunch break is going to be badass.
Yep.
Be like, what's up, hoes?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's how they like to be talked to, right? So I'm under the impression that, what's up, hoes? It's time to start sucking.
Dudes, right?
Yeah.
Fuck.
That'll be fun.
Speaking of dudes who
Constantly.
look great in makeup, thank you to a listener named Hank who sent me a link. Did we know that in 1986, Gene Simmons played a cross-dressing supervillain?
No.
Opposite John Stamos
What?
in 1986's Never Too Young to Die.
Cool name.
Yeah. He played. Okay, here we go. John Stamos from Full House, a action thriller
Whoa.
pitting a teenage gymnast against a homicidal hermaphrodite responsible for the death of his secret agent father. Gene Simmons played the villain, Velvet Von Ragnar.
Wow. Gene Simmons touched his lips with his finger.
Wow, he's really in character.
Yeah.
He wore
He's-
fake boobs.
Yeah.
Yep.
He-
Elsewhere in the movie, he does a musical number entitled It Takes a Man Like Me to Be a Woman Like Me.
Yes, of course. Man, can we get that song? Because I'd like to try and do a cover for like Death, Death, Die. Could do that song because that sounds like
Oh,
just
Like,
a fun song to sing.
I live for this shit. How do
Yeah.
I not know that this exists?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, because there's no way this is a good movie. This is going to be one of the worst movies ever. They're the
They
the
both,
worst.
You know, they both said that, and Stamos has said that for the longest time he didn't want people to know about it, but he
Yeah.
said he's like, I'm over the hump. I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. I'm finally at a point where I can celebrate my mistakes.
Yeah.
And he said he and Gene Simmons have been trying to get the rights to it so they can do a re-release because they want people to enjoy how incredibly shitty it is.
I'm guessing you have already searched far and wide for this.
I think Shout Factory may have done a re-release. You can find, I mean, the clip that we're watching here
It's from their YouTube.
Yeah.
Shout Factory. I'm familiar with that company.
they
To
did
me,
generate
it's
it.
like a shit, and then you let the shit dry out, and then shit again on it.
Mhm.
You try to get a big base of shit, and then you pile
Yeah.
tons of shits on that shit.
Right.
That's this movie.
Like an anthill.
Yeah, it's like a
Like poop.
shit mountain, just a pile of dung.
Wow, Target's website has the Blu-ray.
Wow.
It's $23, but I mean, who can put a price on this?
No, it's pretty much a good deal. Except I can't play it. That's my only problem with that.
I met a young person over the weekend who owns like a thrift store, and for fun, they take current movies or like movies that have come out in the last 10, 20 years and then convert them to the 4:3 aspect ratio. That is what old like fat TVs were,
Yeah.
and add grainy effects to it.
Uh,
So you can watch newer movies like they're shitty old movies on TV.
I don't want to do that.
I think it's nice to have a dream, and this kid's got one.
Yeah. I just realized I do have a movie theater CD player, like a DVD player.
Yep.
I could get that and watch that in the theater. That's way better than jerk off movies.
It's it is streaming for free
Nah.
on Pluto TV or Tubi.
Oh, yeah.
The only downside is you have to sit through a few commercials, but I mean, if you want to stream it for free, you have two
Microchips,
options.
man. Do you think there'll be a robot human first, or one from your DNA?
Like a clone.
Yeah.
Well, robots have the advantage in that everybody's trying to make those, and theoretically, it's illegal everywhere to clone people.
Yeah. But everybody knows the government does stuff that's illegal.
Right.
Are we talking about like an android that could pass the Turing test?
Yeah, I just think
Android.
I feel like it's going to be a bit of a Terminator, but without any Terminator skills. But it's going to be like a robot man. They're going to use real flesh because
Yeah.
you can't beat real flesh.
No.
Something about it. And they're going to figure out a way to make it wake up and be alive,
That's a big leap that you just took.
to make the skin alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to live on nothing that's not alive. I'm picturing Robin Williams and Bicentennial Man right now.
That's a bad
It
look.
ain't pretty.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah. Nobody's going for that one.
No.
It might be easier for them to make robot dogs that talk like us.
Who would you rather have sex with? Robin Williams in Bicentennial Man or Gene Simmons in Never Too Young to Die?
Gene Simmons.
Wow.
Yeah.
You've really sunk pretty low.
I just feel like Gene Simmons has fucked so many people. It's time to pay back.
You want to humble him?
Yeah, I want to humble him. It's kind of like I want to humble, what's that crow like blonde lady that is in politics?
Ann Coulter.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
And I want to pay her back.
Speaking of crows, somebody told me that they're still making crow movies, and Eddie Furlong starred in the most recent one.
Wait, Eddie Furlong, the Terminator kid?
Yeah.
He's the crow? Isn't he like a fat, out of shape guy?
I have not seen the trailer. These are all the same questions I asked. Dude,
How does he fight?
The cast of Crow 4 is, and I missed 3 and 2, is, I'm told, Tara Reid, Eddie Furlong, Dennis Hopper, Danny Trejo.
Wait, isn't Dennis Hopper dead?
Didn't stop him from being in the Crow 4. Tito Ortiz.
Oh my God. Tara and Tito? If you've got Tara and Tito in your movie, I've heard enough. I got it.
The first Crow came out in 96 or
Man, I want to watch it though.
Right?
No, 94. I'm sorry. The first sequel came out in 96. That was The Crow, City of Angels.
Yeah.
It looks like the biggest star was Iggy Pop in that one. And then it went to The Crow Salvation in 2000 with Kirsten Dunst as the biggest name in that.
Is that a fat lady?
No, it's the blonde girl from the first Spider-Man movies and Interview with the Vampire.
Oh, okay, my bad.
And then The Crow Wicked Prayer was 2005, and that's the one with Edward Furlong, Tara Reid, Dennis Hopper, Danny Trejo, Tito Ortiz.
Are we led to believe that he's the crow though?
I don't see who it's not Danny Trejo.
Dude, if it's
not Tito Ortiz.
All those
Macy
why not?
Gray.
What?
She's
Macy
in it.
Gray may
She
as
could
well be the crow.
She could be the crow.
If you
She's perfect.
I'll never forget.
Oh, you killed my daddy.
Yeah.
Oh.
You fucking with the wrong bird. Yeah. What a weird movie. So you're saying that Furlong is the crow?
Yes.
Gotta
in
be.
this.
Yeah.
I'm working
Did
on
he-
pulling up a picture. Of
Do
him.
they CGI his gut, or do they?
Well, so this is
or did he get
05.
in shape?
I didn't
It's 16
realize
years ago.
I didn't realize it was that long
Oh,
ago.
still,
He
he's
might
a
not have been
flop
fat
then.
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking about Bruce Lee's son in Hollywood. He's supposed to be one of the most skilled fighters in Hollywood because his dad's fucking Bruce Lee. And now you got the Furlong guy.
Oh my god. That looks like Robert Smith meets the Twilight Kid.
Does. He's got bags under his eyes
God.
and he's wearing black.
He looks like Mortis.
What? Fuck. They just gave him a line of makeup down his face, which makes him obviously a bird ghost.
Crow.
Yeah.
Amazing, huh?
Man, fuck this movie.
Yeah. I'm telling you, you guys are wasting your time with good movies.
Yeah.
That movie's way more fun.
Yeah. I guess I'm okay with that. And then just everybody, that ever acted has like a solid career. Like Tito has 35 films a year, and you're just like, what?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, fucking Punch Here in the Face 5 or
If
whatever.
Tito was doing shit in and David Boreanaz. Is that how you say his name? Who cares? Boreanaz.
Tara's
Boring
fucking
anus.
fried head.
Yeah.
Other than where I am, champagne, and cut.
Tito Ortiz has probably been in like 25 movies at this point, right?
Yeah, no, it makes sense.
Despite displaying not a lick of skill in any single one of them.
Yeah, but he's got Tito. You've got Tito in your movie, and
Right.
that tells you something about the character of that movie. That it's no bullshit here in this film. We've got the guy, the bad boy.
Yep. Juilliard graduate Tito Ortiz.
Yeah, the guy. Yeah,
I'm really digging to try and find a picture of him, like a still of him in this Crow movie, and it's not happening.
No, I'm sure it's a very brief role.
good for him though.
Why not?
I would do Crow 7.
Who wouldn't?
Yeah.
Last I heard, they were trying to reboot it. I think.
Why not? I'll be in that.
It makes sense. There's been dumber things that have been rebooted, and to me personally, I don't, if you're allowed to shit on The Crow, I always thought it was a cooler idea in theory than it was in practice. I thought the movie was kind of boring.
If you
Really?
got casted in a movie as where you're like a man that thinks you're a lamb,
Yeah,
and you have to act like a lamb in the movie,
Right.
and that's it.
Yeah.
Would you do it?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I would play it with like I'd like Lamb Tourette's. You know, like I'm constantly trying to. It's like like a guy who's trying to ignore the obvious fact that
What
he's turning
about-
into a lamb. So you just buy it.
What about if you have to have a goat head on and you're naked?
The way that you guys described the naked roast makes me feel like it's not completely out of the question for me to appear in the nude.
It sucks.
As somebody who has visible shaft when I'm naked, I feel like I'm doing okay.
I'm so pissed that I'm old because if I had because it's cold on the Stern show,
Yeah.
you know,
Right, of course.
fucking nervous. I had like nervous cold dick,
Right.
and then I didn't have nervous cold dick, and people on Twitter are like, "Man, nice cock, can't wait for the next naked roast." And I'm like, "Man, this does me no good now."
Right.
No girl goes, "Oh, cool." They don't
Yeah.
care. You're 50. You're gross. Doesn't get me any pussy.
Yeah, it beats the alternative.
Wow,
Speaking
I
of
can't
getting
believe-
pussy,
I don't know, man. I feel like I didn't fit in. That was some of the smallest dicks I've ever seen. I feel like that might have been why mine looked bigger than it is. Because, dude, it was like fucking 85% really little.
Yeah.
Right?
I just wonder.
Yeah, almost like could be classified as a medical problem.
Yeah. There
Kevin,
was several.
You could, if those guys showed that picture at the DMV, they might get a handicap placard.
I swear.
You can park right outside of Vaughn's.
Knob
There you go.
Street,
There you go,
man.
big guy.
Yeah.
I just wonder because I do have visible shaft, but I don't have that much margin for error. And if I'm really, really scared or really, really cold, I'm pretty much just foreskin and a knob too. And I wonder how many of those guys were dealing with stage fright.
Mm.
What would have happened if you walked out with a boner?
Everybody would cheer.
Everybody laughed. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Someone should have done that. I mean,
Yeah,
what a
I
waste
feel
of
like-
I
opportunity.
mean, what else would happen?
I feel like
Tackle
being
him?
not shriveled up is an accomplishment.
Right.
Let alone fucking boned up,
Yeah.
you know? Because I didn't find that to be arousing whatsoever. I was like, holy shit.
I don't think ladies fully understand the dramatic effect a bad dick day can have, or even just a bad dick moment. Because there are, like you said, sometimes it's just not there. And I've told this story before. I went in for a physical one time. Doctor told me to drop my pants. I did. And my dick was completely gone. Just pieced the fuck out. And I was like, what? Looked down at it. And then you used the exact quote.
Yes.
Once I pulled my pants up, he patted the table and was like, hop up here, big guy. I was like, oh, you son of a fucking bitch.
I'm sure girls have bad vag days.
How's that?
I don't know. There's just, when there isn't, like your face can just hang some days, right? It's like your bones didn't change or anything.
Your face can hang some days?
Yeah, if you can be like puffy or bloated,
Okay.
or you can look. Yeah, I'm sure you can have a bad vagina day or a
Are
good
there-
vagina day.
Saggy puss days.
I've never had one.
Well, no, not you, of course. I'm talking about other girls.
It just looks like a hamburger bun.
I saw a girl on Twitter because I follow some porn stars and sometimes they all post other working people.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a trans girl who looked like a man, but her body was just a skinny girl, pretty apparent. But her vagina was really big and dark, and she wasn't. And it it hung maybe like an inch or more further than any vagina that I've ever seen.
I think you
And
gotta,
it was scary looking.
you got to think twice about getting into that line of work when that's the reality.
Well, I don't,
One of the
what do you mean?
reasons-
Reality of what?
One of the reasons why I am not in pornography, there's plenty of reasons, but one of them is I don't have the fucking equipment.
I'm telling you, man.
Well, I'm trying to tell you that I feel like whatever you think the equipment is, it's not what you have, it's what you do with it. Because man, there's some girls on there that have OnlyFans where I'm like, wow, that is sky's the limit. Anybody can do it. You know, you don't have to be this textbook. You don't have to have a big dick or a fucking sweet, pretty face, nice. Like everybody's on there.
Yeah,
And I think there's not niches. Like a lot of guys will like want to look at the one where you're like, man, that's not a
big, dark, and hanging.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, some people are into both trans guys, trans girls, whatever it is, and some of them, because of the testosterone or the estrogen,
No, that's right.
that they take, they fucking look gnarly naked, either gnarly hot or just gnarly. But fact still remains. Like I've got an account before that I didn't find that attractive. I was just like, get the fuck out of here. That photo is so weird. I'm going on their OnlyFans to see what the rest of it's like.
Mhm.
And I was like, oh my God, $5, man. You know? I paid $5 to see it. And I'm happy. I don't regret it.
There's a market for big dark pussies. And that market is very enthusiastic.
Yeah.
Because I've seen girls sometimes, like the same thing. Like I follow a couple of porn people and they retweet their friends.
Yeah.
And
they're odd, right?
yeah,
Some
just
people are odd.
very, very big stuff. And the morbid part of me is like, I got to see what these mean internet people are saying about it. And it's all these dudes that are just drooling like, oh, I would worship that.
That's why I think like if I have to pivot again and podcasting really fails, it wouldn't be a bad idea to like install a bunch of boobs or like some dicks grafted on me.
Yeah.
Some stuff like that, and then hit the OnlyFans hard.
Right. Just get your own angle. There's a couple I saw down in Florida who had an unusual angle for their OnlyFans content. There's a woman by the name of Summer Watkins who got pulled over. I think she had a suspended license, and so I think they were impounding her car. She was with her boyfriend, and they put her and her boyfriend in the backseat of a police car. They didn't cuff them or anything because they were impounding the car. They were going to take them down to the station so they could arrange other transport home.
Yeah.
And while they're sitting in the backseat of the cop car, the chick yells out to the cop, "Can I suck his dick back here?"
Yeah.
And the cop, and the cop says, "No, you cannot do that." To which she says, "Can I suck his dick back here?" And why did she repeat that? Why do we know exactly? Because it's all captured on, there's a camera in the back of a police cruiser. So the cop closes the vehicle's rear door, walks away for a few minutes, and they decided that this would be the perfect time to make OnlyFans content. Yep. After the man pulled his penis out, she began performing oral sex on him. She can be heard on the video saying, "Fuck 5-0."
Oh, man.
He's recording and says, "Can y'all hear me? She's sucking dick in the back of a state trooper right now."
Oh, my God.
While he's recording the thing, after he had completed, he FaceTimed a friend.
Yes.
And again, this is all captured on the police cam. She interjects, "I just sucked his dick in the back of a police car."
Yeah. Who?
It was then that it was discovered she had sucked his dick in the backseat of a police car.
Yeah.
And she didn't really have any major charges to worry about until then.
Oh, wait, that's a really bad charge.
Yep, that is lewd and lascivious behavior and a breach of the peace.
I mean, nobody can see you doing it in the cop car, right?
Only the people on OnlyFans.
But how
And his
do
friends on
they get to
FaceTime.
keep their phone? I thought when you got arrested, you didn't have your phone on you.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They weren't really being arrested. She was having her car impounded or something, but they were just taking them down to the station so they could get a ride home.
Oh.
Yeah, so they only got arrested once they had sex in the cop car.
I feel
And
like
she said "fuck 5-0" while she did it.
this is one of those things where you asked for forgiveness, not permission. If she didn't twice ask, "Can I suck his dick back here?" the cop probably never would have reviewed the tape.
Yeah, but she's also flexing for the OnlyFans to make potentially one of the most entertaining OnlyFans sex scenes ever recorded.
Yeah, but I mean, we've
I'd
never
just be
heard of these
worried-
people. I mean, she's pretty cute, but
Did they take the footage?
I would have to assume that they deleted the footage on the guy's phone.
'Cause that then it ruins everything.
Yeah.
Because that
except-
would have made him
yeah.
a lot of money.
Maybe. I guess on the bright side, people might go looking for her OnlyFans now because she's gotten a bunch of free
Okay, that
press.
too.
You know, I've said this before. I really do think if a girl is in some sort of mainstream job and she's thinking about giving it all up to get into OnlyFans, go out with a fucking cocksucking blaze of glory at work.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the way to announce your arrival on Only Scenes, is to be sucking dick at the Starbucks before you quit.
Yeah, they do great work. I'm very proud of all the people that. To me, it's your own business. You're becoming an entrepreneur, and when you become an entrepreneur, it's make or break time. You're the boss. You're the little guy. You're the big guy. You're everybody in between. You are the one in charge of making it work. And God damn it, I'll suck a dick in the back of a police car so that my OnlyFans becomes huge.
That's right.
I respect her.
Shout out to you, Summer Watkins.
Yeah, good for you and your boyfriend's dick. Good for those people for going full gusto. Too bad we'll never get to see the footy.
Well, there's always all the rest of her, no doubt, incredibly compelling content on OnlyFans.
Yeah, I follow that lady that peed on the guy on stage now. She's fun. I would never have known if she didn't make pee come out of her vagina. So that was a good move.
She did kind of take one for the team. They're definitely on the radar in a way that they never were.
All right. There might be some people that are a bit dark on her, but I'm a fan now. You know, I would have never even known who she was.
Yeah, they're a notorious band now.
All right. I might be into pee now.
Yeah, you gonna give it a shot?
I am. Yep. And I'm going to give it a shot with
Yeah.
like a super potential. I'm going to be into it. I believe I'm going to be into it.
That's cool. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, P's like nose rings.
I feel like
it's not fair. It makes cute girls cuter. It makes ugly girls uglier.
Yeah, and I was gonna say, I don't know. It depends on what pee's coming out. Who's got it? You know,
Everybody's
Super hot
got it.
chick.
That's the great thing about P. Everybody's got it.
Oh, I'm pretty hetero when it comes to my pee. I want a girl to pee on me,
Yeah.
not a guy. Doesn't matter how hot he is. I don't want him to do it. Hot chicks, I might be. all
Yeah.
about it. Yeah,
No, I get it.
it's pretty sexist.
Yeah, I'd rather a sprinkler system than a hose.
yeah, yeah. It's even the fountain that's shooting it. Yeah, good point.
Right.
Yeah, it just seems so much more polite when it comes out of a vagina. It's like your penis, it's just coming at me all the wrong way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Why is it doing that?
You mentioned the being an outback boy at the beginning of the show.
Yeah.
A Australian family, I don't know if you saw, were stranded in the remote outback for 4 days.
Yeah.
They were 95 miles from Oodnadatta.
That's still pretty far.
If there were Australian country songs, that would be one.
Yeah. So they survived no problem, right? Because there's tons of like shit to eat, and they hunted, and they probably got a couple of rabbits or something.
No, it looks pretty remote out there. So the family has been traveling around the country in a camper van. I think they're one of these families that's either makes their living or tries to make their living from Instagramming their family adventures going around the subcontinent, rather the continent of Australia. Lindsay and Ori Zavros and their children, Zoe and Zane. So
Zoe.
Zoe Zavros and Zane Zavros.
Yeah,
and a Dr.
Zoe.
Susie in turn got stuck in the mud 95 miles away from the closest town, the aforementioned Oodnadatta. And they, so it rained a whole bunch and they sunk in the mud and they couldn't pull out.
Yeah.
And it was like searing hot temperatures. And they, even when it stopped raining, they couldn't get it out. So they first needed to go in and airdrop supplies to them because they were just stuck. They weren't going to walk 95 miles. But they have been rescued.
Wow. That was kind of lame.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry if you were rooting for the children to die.
I don't want them to die. I just wanted them to like at least, fight off a kangaroo stampede or something.
Well, once you get really out there,
Dingo took one of them.
Once you get really out there, I didn't mention that. Yeah.
And then they had to find the dingo that ate their baby.
Right.
And it turned out just to be our friend Dingo.
Dingo ate a baby?
And it turned out that Zoe Zavros had become sort of brainwashed by the dingoes, and she was now the leader of the dingo army that they had to repel from their camper van that was stuck in the mud 95 miles from Oodnadatta.
What you don't know is soon she'll be like 23 and fully jacked and just running around with a bunch of dingoes
Stealing babies.
stealing babies because
Yeah.
now they've got a human at the start at the head of the pack.
Yeah, once a dingo human gets a taste for human babies, you got to put him
Insidious.
down.
Yeah, no, you got
Good
to
luck
kill him
catching
at once.
Right.
You should have shot Zoe while you had a chance.
You should have got her before she developed that night vision.
Yeah, now Zoe's a goddamn howling human
Yeah.
looking for babies.
Queen of the dingoes, they call her.
That's what they call her,
Yep.
Queen of the Dingoes.
Zoe Zavros.
The baby munching Queen of the Dingoes. Just fucking, she got baby traps. You know, they got like toys, and then the baby goes to the toy, and then poof, fucking rope around the
Yeah.
ankle and off run a bunch of dingoes with your baby.
Well, because she can still pass for human. So she can like walk up to a playground and,
Yeah.
you know,
No, she
throw on a pair of
goes,
sassoons and she still passes as a lady.
yes, excuse me, little girl, would you like some candy / eaten by dingoes? You dumb little bitch. She hates babies too. That's why she eats them. Sometimes she tortures them before they're killed.
And-
Mean
Yep.
Queen of the Dingoes.
Horrible little girl.
People need to watch out for that. You think it's crocodiles in Australia, but
Nope.
nah. Queen of the Dingoes, she pillages.
A
Baby sushi she makes.
Scottish researcher basically made
Baby burritos,
she made a phone for her dog.
baby cakes. You name it.
Yep, she's got it all.
She's a really good chef when it comes to babies.
That's tender meat.
That's what she says.
Yeah, this lady, a Scottish researcher, made
Baby charcuteries.
a
she
dog
makes.
for her phone.
Wait, there's a dog with a phone?
Yeah.
He can't use it though?
Yes, he can.
What does he use? Wait, he can call his mum?
Yes,
Who else does it call though?
just her.
Right. So all the dog does is touch the phone, and when the phone gets touched, it fucking calls her mum.
There's like
You know, he doesn't know what she's saying when she says hello.
there's a little ball that's hanging off of a
Ah.
string and it has a sensor on it, and every time the dog hits the ball, it makes the laptop like Zoom
That
or
would drive me
FaceTime her.
insane. My dog would be calling me for no reason over and over again.
Well, she said that the dog had a pretty regular schedule, that when
Uh.
she'd been gone from the house for a couple of hours, that's usually when the dog would call her. And it wasn't that the dog called too much, it was that he did it almost every day, and she started getting worried the days the dog didn't call her.
Yeah, he
So
just
she's like
didn't see the ball.
Yeah, she's like a needy dog girlfriend.
Yeah. That's the only person that you would give a phone to a dog, because a dog is going to call you for no reason
Yeah.
several times a day.
What is a good reason for a dog to call you?
A man's trying to steal my ball. A dog
Is
just
a dog
bit me.
is a dog going to make that call?
Yeah.
If a guy's trying to steal his ball, I think he's gonna defend the ball before he's gonna make a phone call.
Yeah, but
about
when
it.
he defends
Dogs
the
don't
ball,
call 911.
but when he defends the ball, it's going to make a phone call.
Oh well, that's true. Accidentally, yeah, right, yeah.
Accidentally. What do you think? He did not make one on purpose phone call ever in his life. He fucks with the ball and it calls his mum, and his mum is so sad that she thinks that that's the dog calling to check up.
Dr. Ilyana Herskage Douglas would
Is a loser.
disagree with you.
She's a lonely
I
loser.
wouldn't disagree with that.
Fucking lame ass. Oh, what is it this time? Fucking fuck off. He's not fucking. Wait, I forgot one more thing that I had to tell you. You know, like, I just want to say I love you. But like, fuck off. You're a loser. You should have a thing that punches you in the face every time the dog calls the phone. A fucking mullet swings out of the kitchen and whacks you in the head. You dumbass. Shut the fuck up.
Well, she said she makes lots of devices for her dogs. Maybe she could do that one next.
Yeah, I would like. Yeah, so they should just say every pet, whenever it makes any cry out, it swings mallets in the house. Lesson learned.
She should have two phones set up and
Yeah.
2 balls that the dog can whack. If he slaps one ball, it FaceTimes her and she knows which one it is.
Yeah.
And she's just all happy and says hi. And then the other one, when the dog whacks it, it calls her and she screams in pain. And then she can find out how sadistic her dog is.
Okay, that's an angle. I just feel like I got kids sometimes, they can't even look at the phone when they know they called you.
Yeah, that dog's just going to stand there looking like an idiot.
He might not even be in front of the phone, dude.
Hmm.
Like, you might go hello, and he's already like pissing on a tree somewhere. You're pretty busy.
Maybe she just wanted to show off for her coworkers, like a girl who hasn't
Yeah,
had,
okay.
or a boy who hasn't had a boyfriend or a girlfriend in a very long time will make a really big show of like, I'm waiting for a call from my girlfriend.
Mhm.
Oh, that's them. Excuse me. I need to take this. It's my girlfriend.
There you go.
I think she gave up on getting a boyfriend a long time ago, and now she just humble brags about getting phone calls from
That's what it is. Yeah. It's kind of like having a flying bird, which I would like to have, but I feel like in the end, my flying bird would like hit a wall and shit, because I would like an owl or something to come in from the garage and land on my wrist and be like, "Wah!" And then fucking take off again. But I just feel like
Yeah.
they're not very good at coming into houses because they're big,
Right.
wingspan and shit.
Well, it's the same thing. Like what
Hummingbird
is-
friends would be fucking legendary.
Yes.
If you had like 4 hummingbirds that always hung out with you and like sat on your hand and shit, you would be the coolest dude I know.
And you can send them to attack your enemies.
No, because then
Hummingbirds are horrible attack birds.
Yeah, man, like you're probably risking a hummingbird's life.
If you got swarms of them, they have very sharp, pointy beaks.
Okay, if you have control of a swarm of hummingbirds, you should probably put yourself in jail because that's only going to end up bad.
Hmm.
Because you're going to use it for evil.
They're not typically known to swarm.
Yeah, I've never seen like 1,000 hummingbirds together.
I've never seen 2 together.
Yeah, they don't really throw down that hard.
I mean, if you could hypnotize them and trick them into thinking that your enemy is a pile of sugary water.
Yeah, but in the end, you're killing hummingbirds.
If you throw some sugary water on your enemy, now we're at like a hummingbird
Yeah.
sanctuary.
Like they're going to
Now
get
we're talking.
swiped at, and some of them are going to die.
Yeah, for sure.
And I don't want any of my hummingbird friends to die in the name of me and my enemies. I only want them for the show. Like maybe I could send them upstairs to get me a joint. But I don't think they would want to carry much more than that. Like, you think that they could bring a lighter down here or?
No, they
Some
weigh
ends.
less than lighters.
Right. So maybe 4 of them could bring like a stick of incense and a match. Or they couldn't bring me a liquid death.
No.
That would be a baller move if they just flew a joint into your mouth and then somehow struck a match and lit the joint with it, and you're like a stoner hummingbird commanding Snow White.
Get a drone, bro.
So good. Well, drone's cool too.
The
But
drone could actually do what you're asking.
have you seen those drone balls, Michael?
no.
The flashing lights, and it's a ball, and it shows you like, hey, you got your own hovering light ball that you can have in your house. Plays music, so you turn it on.
Yeah.
And it's got neon lights everywhere, and it's a ball, and there's fan spinning in the middle,
Oh, yeah.
and it goes zzz, and it flies off, and it plays music and flashes disco lights. You could have like flashing disco fan speakers floating in your house.
Just don't invite any hooligans or enemies over, because
Why?
that is fucking begging to be smacked out of the sky with a baseball bat.
Yeah, but it's a fucking metal ball.
It's
Do it.
metal?
Yeah.
You're saying it could take a hit from a baseball bat?
Well, I think these ones are plastic, but you can
Yeah.
get other ones.
Right.
I mean, who has a baseball bat at my house party?
Floating shiny things are gonna get. You better make sure everybody's.
You're saying that if I
everybody's cool.
invited you to a party at
Yeah,
my
I will
house,
punch it out
that
of
you
the-
will end
out of
up
the-
hitting
yes.
them with baseball bats.
It's too tempting.
Like you just go ripping
Just-
through the living room, cracking fucking light balls.
Just unleash and
Yeah.
awaken my inner Jedi.
I'm like, cool. Michael just blacked out at my house and went on a fucking rampage.
That's what's gonna happen. Don't invite me to your disco drone
I guess,
party.
yeah, no, note to self. No disco drone party from Michael. You're missing out, man.
Yeah. I am what I am.
It'd be cool if you had them. This is the future. Instead of speakers and stuff, you could have those and they follow you. Like you go on a bike ride and your fucking your personal drone hovers over you and plays your music, takes your phone calls, no hands involved. It's a floating drone that stays with you everywhere. If you're getting mugged, it's got lasers and it calls 911 mum,
Oh, that's pretty cool.
right?
I'm into that.
So if you're a lady and someone's trying to rape you on the streets,
Mhm.
the drone goes, it's like RoboCop, but not as violent. But it could go, stop, don't do that shit or whatever. Fucking the police would be notified. Big torch on them or something, or fuck it, maybe they just shoot a laser and burn them on the penis.
Yeah, I'll take the penis laser one. That's the model I want.
It's weird that out of all those things it offers, that's the thing that you want the most, is something to stop you from being attacked. Who's attacking you?
I mean, you just always feel safer when there's a penis melting drone hovering around you at all times.
Yeah. I mean, but the odds of you being attacked is pretty low. What about the rest of the time? Pretty cool to play beats, though.
For sure.
Right. I reckon you could do, hey, ball, play, the Woodsman on the wall over here. And it's got the screen like, when they make Princess Leia in Star Wars.
Yeah, like a projector.
Yeah, projectors and shit. So it's your one-stop shop. It's got everything. You can
They
order
do-
food with the bowl.
Don't they have those little... I saw Dingo film something really cool with it on his Instagram when he was snowboarding. It was just like this over-the-shoulder camera
Yeah,
angle
360 cam.
that
Yeah.
followed him the whole time. Is that a ball? What is that?
No.
Is it on a stick?
It's just a camera. I don't know how they make the camera look like it's floating above you. I don't know. 'Cause-
It does look like it would be shot by one of those orbs you're describing.
Yeah, I know. But I don't think that there's actually a thing up. I don't know how they fucking do that. But there's no way it's a fucking orb floating behind them. No. It's not. It's a camera that, like the 360 camera, where it makes it look like it's been filming from other angles, but it's not actually up there. It's just, I don't know. I just know that Dingo doesn't have a floating device that follows him down the mountain. I know
Right.
that.
Maybe it is a drone and it's just locked onto him.
It's fucking not.
I need to know Dingo's.
If that was the case,
secrets.
there would be at least one video of a bunch of snowboarders flown around with a fucking drone following them, filming their footage.
You're
And
right,
there isn't.
because the footage of the thing filming them would be way more exciting than
At this point, at least for a few
for
weeks.
now. Yeah, right.
Yeah, we'll get over it. But right now, fucking show me one. Show me one. Dingo would have called me and said,
Yeah.
mate, have you seen the fucking floating drone camera that follow? You would probably use it. He would tell me
He's
because
behind you right now.
yeah. He'd be like, you will be excited about this drone camera. Because he knows I would be.
Yeah.
It'd be an ad. GoPro 10 just came out. And it doesn't say that they have a floating drone.
Oh, here it comes.
That's you.
Right.
Thank you.
All right. Well, I think we've come to the end of the rainbow.
Oh, man.
I know, but
I just want to do shows nonstop.
Well, good news, Jason. We're about to do another show right now, and everybody who's listening to this or watching it right now can check it out at patreon.com/ellismate. The fun has just begun.
Yeah. We're going to poo albums out of our anus and play them and dance to it because it's illegal. And that's what we do.
Diarrhea dance party.
Yeah.
Every
All right,
Tuesday.
everybody. See you later. Don't die.
Bing, boing, poing, 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 poing. Boing, 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 boing. Meow, 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 meow.
If you want more Jason Ellis Show, sign up for their Patreon at patreon.com/EllisMate for a 2-hour show every Tuesday and Wednesday. To watch full episodes of The Jason Ellis Show, subscribe to us on YouTube at youtube.com/The Jason Ellis Show. And don't forget to follow the crew on Instagram at Wolfmate, at Tullywood, at Kevin Kraft, at Underwear Wolf, and at The Jason Ellis Show.